before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take... This drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Finds his man. It's Tatum. And he's still running after the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. throw it to start the drive. Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Buying some time. He's going to run it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking left. Makes a grab past the marker. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And grinded up, run over in football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Epte if they can stop them on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Still on his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the ground, it's Pringle. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. Using his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. To throw, it's Clemson. Makes the grab, it's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Finds his man. It's Kringle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Just feeds the running back. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
These kind of QBs put a lot of pressure on defense. You think about it, it's so easy to roll him out to the left and look, bootleg action. Does he run it? Does he throw it? I got to cover the pass. I can't just give up the deep ball. And then he chews up a bunch of yards really quickly. So hard on defenses.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Caught near the sticks. It's Tatum. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught near the sticks. It's Pringle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Oh, they're after him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the 2nd play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the 1st? That's huge.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on first, second, third, and fourth down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unleashes one. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Denson. That's caught. It's Branch. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
When the quarterback and receiver are just not on the same page on that last play, timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Finds space on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Oh, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. The quick out. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Using his legs to buy some time. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Pringle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's Big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Denson. Under fire. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Goes to the option. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. That Miami offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. Catch in the middle. It's Bates. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Moore. He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and often, this game is not over. They're trailing by 11 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Quickly complete. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage. And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just keeps slinging it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. He's loose down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And what a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
And they try to pass for it, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get in the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Stumbled to the ground.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
On the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass behind the back on the option. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. And wings it incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Moore. And he'll run across the sidelines. Good game.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws?
Open field on the right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
trying to punch it in. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Tollefson. Rushes on him. Here's a throw downfield late. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment.